Hello and welcome to this video on getters and setters. This is kind of going to be like an encapsulation high-level overview. I don't really want this to specifically dive into encapsulation because I think it's a lot deeper topic than I'm going to go over right now. But yeah, anyhow, encapsulation basically is just one of the four principles of OOP concepts. We have three more, which is inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. And I want to get into these a lot deeper into, maybe 20-30 minute sessions on each one, then do even more later on in this particular course. But right now, we're just going to talk about getters and setters. As you can see here, we have two objects using the employee class. We have employee 1, employee 2. We've defined them both. I can see that I actually have the salary set as a double. That's probably bad. But nevertheless, let's jump right into this. We're going to be, I'm going to be explaining just a little high-level overview of encapsulation. So basically, all it is it's a mechanism within Java and many other programming languages that allows us to wrap data, this data being variables, and code that acts on the data. So basically, all what's happening is we're creating methods that's accessing private variables. That's pretty much it. It just allows us to have access to the state of a particular variable. Basically, one of the core concepts is that we want the variables hidden. That's within a particular class. We want these to be hidden from other classes, and we want them to be only accessible through methods of the current class. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into the employee class and we're just going to add in some getters and setters. I'll show you how to do it. It's very easy. It's going to literally take 10 seconds. The only thing what I'd like to mention is to achieve encapsulation, even though this is just, again, high-level overview, we've got to declare the variables of a class as private. These, basically. So I should do private, and I need to get used to the keyboard shortcuts again because I've been using Eclipse at work and it's just messed up my mind when it comes to IntelliJ. So yeah, we need to put these as private. Provide public getters and setters to modify and view, the variables and values. Having getters and setters itself does not break encapsulation, even though some people say it does. What actually breaks encapsulation is having a getter and setter for every data, value, and member, whatever you want to call it, in your particular class. So if we just went ahead and did, I think it's command generate, command N, getter and setter. If we just went and created the entirety of this, and we just basically just have to think to ourselves, are we breaking the rules of encapsulation? We really don't want to give access to every field we don't want to allow access to every field. This basically is just one step away from making all data members public, and we don't really want to do this. We just want to give access to the most imperative information that we need. So let's just do like first name and last name for now, because we don't want to set the salary through here just yet. Employee number, we don't want to change that. Yeah, all that stuff is kind of vital, so let's just leave that out for now. And we'll go more into this in an encapsulation topic, which will be later on. The presence of numerous like getters and setters is, I say numerous, basically if you have a ton of getter and setters, to me it's a red flag. It just is, from an OO design principle perspective, it's just instantly fires a red flag in my head, and it just says it's just breaking the rules of encapsulation. Encapsulation has many benefits. The fields of a class can be made read and write only, as you have seen here. So we could just do, let's read from employee 1, get first name, system. I'm losing against the keyboard tonight. I think it's, as you can see, we can get the first name and print that out. We can also do this with get first name. It's nice, you know, it does generate all these methods and behaviors that allow us to do this, but we just have to be careful that we're not absolutely tearing into the aspects of object-oriented programming. So yeah, benefits again: read and write access. The class can have total control over what is stored in its fields. The users of a class do not know how the data is actually stored, so therefore a class can change the data type of a field, and users of that particular class do not need to change any of their code. Basically, read and write access is the most important. To use and to fully understand get as and says, you have a behavior that just accesses a private variable. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Thanks for taking time to watch this video, and I shall see you in the next one.